Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on August 6th. Let's check out these charts and see what happened in the markets today. Start us off down here, we did have a pretty nice rally across the cattle market, keeping this momentum moving higher as we did see some new all-time highs here today. We do have our October live cattle on the board here. This is the only contract month here that I got on the list that didn't make an all-time high today. But nice upside here nonetheless. Nice pullback, retesting that prior Monday's high. Good support here in the middle of yesterday's range and seeing this market rally up here, putting in the high of the day up there just shy of 230 here on this October contract, just inches away from these prior all-time highs. But looking like this uptrend is rolling already, showing a nice strong move higher here as this cattle market has been resilient and just showing good early support here, getting this thing back on track and moving this market higher. If we go down the line, we can look at December and those early 2026 contract months that put in new all-time highs today, 231 here on this December contract, and then those early Feb contracts also, or Feb and April contracts also hitting 231 here today. Nice all-time highs in some of those back months, showing good strength out there into the end of the year and early 2026. So expect this upside to continue here and this October contract to catch up and push up into new all-time highs tomorrow, as this uptrend is rolling and should be keep on pushing into the end of the week. Feeder market also hit new all-time highs here today on this September contract, and as well as the rest of these back months down the line throughout this fall and early 2026 contract months as well. Nice upside across the board here. Seeing this market push up, also seeing a retest of Monday's high, pulling back into yesterday's range and seeing a nice strong push up there, up to 344.67 on the September contract for new all-time highs. 350s on deck. Look for these feeders to keep on marching higher as this big picture uptrend keeps on rolling. We do have a nice wind at our backs here for the bulls, so look for that upside to continue. December corn futures, seeing a nice flush lower here today, undercutting the $4 mark, putting in a new contract low down there at 396 3/4. Nice breakdown early there today before price reversed all the way back up and finished the day on the highs. This market has seen a nice sell-off here over the last couple of weeks, pushing down here into oversold territory. We have gotten pretty extended here to the downside, so this rejection down here after probing the $4 level is typical of these oversold conditions, and we should see this market start to form a relief rally here and push back towards these moving averages after we've seen this market be beat down over the last couple of weeks. Big picture downtrend still remains intact, and we do expect to see these corn prices continue lower throughout the summer. However, here in the near term, as long as we're trading above today's high up there at 402, we could see a relief rally kind of come into play here and see here in the near term just a little bit of a pullback up here into the 410 to 415 area. Nice breakdown point coming right out the gate this week, and so plenty of leftover supply up here in this 409 to 415 area, as well as this declining 20-day moving average, so there should be plenty of resistance in this area. We'll have to wait and see how this market reacts once we get there, but at the moment it looks like this relief rally is in the works here. So near term we could see a little upside pulling back here, needing a relief rally in this corn market, but corn prices are expected to get cheaper here throughout the summer. We did see some nice downside in the crude oil market, hinting at a potential breakdown and potential new downtrend here. We did see a nice back and forth action. Early we did see nice support off of that $65 level, pushing up there, putting in that high of the day right there at 66.75 before we had inventories come in here today and really flushed this market lower. Had a nice rally in the evening session in the European Open, pushing up here into the opening range before breaking down at when we had the crude oil inventories released today. And the market had a pretty negative reaction to that, flushing all the way down here, undercutting that $64 mark, putting in the low of the day down there at 63.65 before rallying up here so far in the evening session. But with this break and close below 65 and a violation of the $64 level, we did not get that close below 64, but a nice probe below it is showing that the bears are starting to show some strength here, and we could see this market start to push lower down here towards the $60 mark. Just going to have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. If this market trades back above 65 tomorrow during the day session, we could see this thing still stay range bound. We'll need to get that confirmation breakdown below 64 and a daily close below it to confirm a potential downtrend here. But at the moment, this market is looking heavy, and we could see some downside here in the crude oil market as it will potentially break down here towards $60 if we can get some momentum below 64. So oil prices should be looking to get cheaper. Over to the equity market now. Today we have just seen a nice rally back, picking back all of yesterday's losses back up. Nice close here, right around a 4-day high in this S&P futures contract. We see a lot of equal highs coming in here over the last few days around the 63.75 level. So far here in the evening session, we are pushing above it, showing nice strength here by the bulls. Looking like this bull trend is back up on track, and we should see this upside start to push back up towards those all-time highs as these equity markets continue to rally and have a really strong environment here. Look for these stock prices to continue climbing. Now, go down the line, similar story here in the NASDAQ and the Dow, trading right around the prior day's ranges, but a good supportive action here so far. Look for this upside to continue across these indexes and for these equity markets to continue rallying back towards all-time highs. That's all we got for this evening. Everyone have a good night.